Let's make Hollywood great again.
Bad with the Academy Awards this year, did you see? And the winner is a movie from South Korea. What the hell was that all about?
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is deMille. Distant but legit blood relation to Cecil B., the father of Hollywood. I already earned my master's in filmmaking at Hollywood's highest school, American Film Institute, class 2010, years ago. My fiancée worked at Disneyland. We were going to be married there. I haven't seen or spoke to her since 2011. The last words she ever spoke to me: "My new spiritual path will not allow me to return to you." I left Hollywood 9 years ago and have been telling everyone since about things like Epstein and a lot more. I lost all my friends, dismissing me as crazy. It didn't help maintain friends in 2015 when Trump announced his candidacy that I said he would win. I share a birthday with Donald Trump just as I do a bloodline with deMille. Before I left Hollywood, I made a promise to some of the old-timers there that I would make Hollywood great again.
We got enough problems with South Korea with trade. On top of it, they give him the best movie of the year. Was it good? I don't know. You know, I'm looking for like, where, let's get Gone with the Wind. Can we get like Gone with the Wind back, please?
My fiancée lost her job at Disneyland in favor of the mouse hiring many more illegals for the same price as a professional horticulturist. She was a groundskeeper. That was 2009. A couple years later, 2011, when Disney came to the AFI asking for someone who might redesign the California park in the theme of the classic golden era of Hollywood when Walt was there. My fiancée and I had already done the legwork. We went to the park every weekend. We were season pass holders. I themed our apartment after Mickey Land. Did my thesis on Lucasfilm. Kathleen Kennedy was my guest graduate, my fellow honorary that day. The reason I didn't get the job is I wasn't Korean enough.
Sunset Boulevard. So many great movies. The winner is from South Korea. I thought it was best foreign film, right? Best foreign movie. No, it was did this ever happen before?
Well said, Mr. President. Well said. Want to make Hollywood great again? We've seen how they've handled it in the last 9 or 10 years. My fiancé and I had great plans, assuming I ever got hired at Disney, or perhaps if they ever bought Lucasfilm. I have plans for Hollywood. A couple of decades ago, I foretold, and put my money on Lord of the Rings being a thing. And then, before it came out, I put my money on this Pirates of the Caribbean thing. And then in 2006, I said superheroes are going to make a big comeback. The Marvel is going to be the big thing. I don't ask for much. I haven't in the last 9 or 10 years. But I would ask that if anyone out there truly wants our culture back, if anyone truly wants the magic of movies back, if anyone truly wants to make Hollywood great again, you need someone who understands it, Mr. President. Now, I fancy you my cosmic tag team partner. We share a birthday, an attitude, and there's occultism I can go into. John Trump, Tesla. It would all make for a great movie, but so would many other things like the War of Independence, the secret hidden history of North America, Atlantis. New forms of entertainment, new mediums, new technologies. When Brother deMille came to the City of Angels and set up the first studio with the new fangled cinematograph camera. Everyone was still at vaudeville and in the theater. What about this cinema, these movies? What indeed will be the Hollywood of the 21st century and beyond? I understand Hollywood on a professional level. That is my accredited Masters of Fine Arts. Above UCLA, above USC, and I have many mentors to whom I have promises to keep. The occult side of things, the conspiracy side, the sex-slave trade side of things. I not only did my thesis on Lucasfilm, I wore my Indiana Jones gear around school and Hollywood. And as a lifetime researcher into such things, I am uniquely qualified, like a living Rosetta Stone, to understand where Hollywood came from, what made it great, and what can be done in the future to make it great again. Moses was run out of Egypt for his ethnicity. Cecil B. DeMille was run out of Hollywood by the McCarthyists in the Red Scare. Moses came back with a few things to say. Quite a show for everyone. DeMille came back and made the 10 Commandments. What about this deMille and these communists of today? these modern-day pharaohs, the Hollywood elite, and the slaves they have in bondage, worshipping their false idols, their franchises. The church of today that has been purchased and weaponized by communist China. Hollywood does not anymore but attack the family, the father figure, Christianity. DeMille made the Ten Commandments twice. 1956 with Charlton Heston, the first chairman of my school, AFI. But he also made a silent black and white version back in 1923. We're coming up on that 100th anniversary, are we not? 2023. It's time to set a new foundation stone. There is much that could be done for the 21st century with our culture. There is freedom from this bondage. I don't ask for much. And while I don't have a direct phone line to Mr. President Trump, he is my cosmic tag team partner. And while he does not do many rallies in my neck of the woods, I don't blame him, given all the social justice Twinkies we have up here. I would still ask that you would share this, like a bottle cast out to sea, a message in a bottle, a treasure map in a bottle. A treasure map to New Hollywood. You want to make Hollywood great again. There are many ways that it could be done. Infinite ways it could be done. I would like to fulfill all promises and give this world in this time of great awakening the culture it deserves, the America, the Atlantis it needs. Let's make Hollywood greater than ever before. To all within the sound of my voice, who's with me?